Big tech names led the way up. In fact, sort of to a degree, masked a lot of problems with the market earlier in the year. No longer. They're leading the way down. Meanwhile, Amazon posting record-breaking holiday sales. And I want to bring in Constellation Research founder Ray Wang because, Ray, you know, a lot of people are wondering, Amazon down like $700 from the recent high. Could it be time to start buying?
You know, definitely. You know, we're seeing a lot of momentum. I think the Q4 numbers show it, but it's not just that piece. There are other components to Amazon that makes it interesting than just the retail sales that kicked up.
Well, talk about these other parts, because I can tell you right now, when all the selling began, when they gave guidance after the last quarter, they said we're going to grow 20% in the fourth quarter. Well, a year ago, they grew at 30%. For Wall Street, that's a red flag. Meanwhile, all these other companies, these brick and mortars, are learning this omni-channel approach to business. Amazon also taking heat because they're not necessarily coming clean with where their money is coming from. The SEC wants answers. Investors want answers. So, again, you know, we all use it. You would think it's a no-brainer, but it's under some serious pressure.
Yeah, there definitely is, Charles, and you're right. So there are a couple of components, right? So the big piece is really, of course, the retail operations that we see. But there's also the ad business that's growing, that they're going to be number 3 in digital ads. And they are right now, taking anywhere between 63% between Facebook, Google, and Amazon. That's like 3 companies in that space. But then more importantly, it's the cloud business. That's a huge business where they're going to take somewhere between 23 and 24 billion for the year just in enterprise public cloud services. Those 3 alone are what's driving it, and the AWS side of the business is actually at some point going to be almost as big as the commerce business.
Well, we know AWS brings down a big chunk of the profits, right? There have been some quarters it's brought the only profits in, and I think that's why Wall Street was a little worried in the last quarter when Microsoft's cloud business grew faster than than Amazon. So is there a suggestion that maybe that's the wrong cloud play? Maybe Microsoft could be the next cloud play. I know you think the stock is going to go back to $120 next year.
So I think so, yes. And when you look at the cloud business, it's a big business. Our estimates show this is going to be $300 billion in the public cloud business by 2020. And that's such a huge numbers here. So it's not like one of those things where, like, you know, the market is growing overall and they're taking the chunk. And Amazon is twice as big as Microsoft, which is twice as big as Google, right? And those are the 3 big players in the public cloud market.
But you do like Microsoft here as well?
I do. And Microsoft, for the same reason I like what's going on at Amazon, is they've got both a cloud business, they've got both a B2B and B2C business, and Microsoft's done a lot to actually change not just its image in the market, but also going after a younger developer base with the acquisitions of GitHub, with the acquisitions of the backers behind Minecraft. They've been going after younger communities and done a great job with that, and they've also been growing the Xbox franchise. As you can see, you'll probably see through the Christmas numbers, they've done a really good job there. So they're balancing out what's very important is not just B2B and B2C, but the most important part of digital, which is data, capturing the data from consumers, from enterprise, putting it together and bringing it into next generation products.
Let me ask you about Google. I thought it was interesting. Your 3 things for Amazon were retail, ad business, and cloud. Some would say that Amazon actually making huge moves into search, and that it poses a greater threat for Google right now than anyone thinks. What do you think Google's going from here?
Charles, that's a great point, because if you've got the data, you're actually in the search business. Google came at it the other way, starting with search and going into the other areas. But with Google, what we're seeing is that they're also revamping their cloud business. They've got a new CEO, Thomas Kurian, who's going to be taking over the cloud business. He came from Oracle. He's going to start in January, and he's going to revamp that cloud business. The second piece is all the other things inside Alphabet, right? All the things from the wireless balloons, the drones, and of course, you know, driverless cars that's popping up. There's a lot of innovation on the back end of Google. We see the search piece, that's the one-trick pony, and the question is, can they grow cloud? Can they grow commerce? Can they grow all these other innovations that they've been looking at for quite some time?
You know, it's interesting, Ray, because the one thread that goes through all of these, you mentioned cloud a lot, but also, of course, the accumulation of data and the ability to monetize it. You know, governments on both sides of the Atlantic, perhaps around the world, making moves toward these companies to mitigate what they can do with people's data. Does that change their business models and the investment thesis?
That is the downside risk. The question is, how much privacy is going to come down on companies and their data? The solution to that actually is to rethink data. Look at data as a property right, and we might actually have something very, very different. So today, land has a property right, inventions and IP have intellectual property rights. If we take data back and data becomes a, let's say, a property right, that means you can figure out if you want not to participate, if you want to lease it out, if you want to donate it to charity. Let's say my genomics and personal data goes out there. That's probably the right way to go about regulating it. But I think right now, the legislatures, as we see through testimony, I think have a little gap between understanding how that data should be used and what technologies are there.
You know what, though?
So,
in Washington, D.C., they don't have to understand it to tax it or regulate it, right? We know that much. Ray, always a pleasure talking to you. Thanks a lot.
Hey, happy holidays.
You too.